and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them.
Oh my god, Misha. Clock tower bells ring, signaling end of period, so it's time for lunch. So let's continue with this playthrough. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha. That's right, Misha's her name, the pink haired girl, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Muto is the teacher, yes. Okay. Well, it's pretty lively, though I don't see anyone here. Okay, but anyway, just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. Well, the background noise is kind of noisy, but anyway. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. Well, they're still delicious, right? How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. What, hospital food? I pick something at random and follow Shizune into a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I would rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. Oh, what do you have to say, Shizune? I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Well, it certainly does. Maybe you should start learning sign language, Hisao. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're guides, so you should ask if there is something. I wonder. Oh my god, and we get another choice. I think earlier there was another choice I can make, right? I mean, the first choice was whether you want to... In the previous episode, I made a choice, like, as to whether you want to introduce yourself or ask why. So obviously I choose the first option, to just to introduce myself, be more proactive, So now, oh my god. Well, ask about Shizune's deafness, ask about the library. I think I got everything I need to know. Okay, I think maybe this one is... I think you can choose one of them and then choose the other one, I guess. So I don't want to come off so rude and straight away ask about Shizune's deafness. So maybe I'll ask about the library first, just because we just got to know these two. I don't want to suddenly poke into their private matters. So yeah, let's ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I would like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up a smile again. Oh my god, did I make the wrong decision? I hope not.
There is! It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime.
Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Okay, I guess we don't get to choose another option. Oh, I hope I didn't make a bad decision. I mean, I'm trying not to come off as rude in the beginning, but I guess Misha wasn't impressed with my question. I hope I didn't make the wrong choice, but oh well. Okay, Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Why not? Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation in sign. It's not enough to fill silence. Okay. We arrive in the classroom early, but we are not the first. Oh, that dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. The one whose face seems to be burned or something, and her hand, I think the right side of her body is burned from the looks of it. And she seems a bit violent. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel the tension all the way from here, as if she was slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I guess this girl is kind of the antisocial type, this dark-haired girl. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students, and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my very first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. The final bell rings. Yes, end of the first day of school. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Oh, do you have something to say, Shizune?
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Chan. We've got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do.
Oh, too bad. Is it because I made the wrong choice earlier? I hope not. I'm kind of a bit paranoid here, but I hope not. But then again, I have to embrace whatever choice I make, right? This is to test whether I'm good at visual novels or not. Anyway.
You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Okay, thanks, Shizune. Wait. The teacher said I will have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? We can't at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so you have to go outside.
We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. Oh yes, Shizune?
This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool.
Wow, a swimming pool? Oh, pretty cool. I think this is really a high-class, prestigious academy. I guess that means Hisao's parents really spent a lot just to get Hisao into this academy, right? Yeah, must have been. How is that official? Yes, Shizune?
Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Well, it's a prestigious academy, you know. Whoa, this room. It looks kind of claustrophobic. Yeah, well, the grey walls and all that. Yeah, anyway. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. I guess that is the doctor, right? Hello there, what can I do for you today? He's young-looking and sort of rugged, but the teacher looks more rugged. But the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? Ah, male nurse, okay. You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. I like this music as well, by the way. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia. I have problems pronouncing this word, but I guess I'll go with arrhythmia. Okay. And related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you'll probably be briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at the school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, just let me find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling. Oh, actually, I mean epitome, right? Not epitome. Anyway, beige walls and ceiling, dark grey laminate flooring, and all the equipment you expect from a school nurse office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly, 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? Boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Yeah, I don't get it either. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Well, yeah, soccer is actually kind of a dangerous sport. You can easily get injured if you're not careful, you know. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Well, I guess it will be kind of embarrassing if Hisao actually says it that, well, I got a heart attack because someone was about to confess to me. You know how embarrassing that would sound? You don't know? Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers, with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, and I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need really, I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. That's it? Okay. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? Yeah, everything looks normal so far. Except for just, it's just students with a few disabilities in there, I should go somewhere to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The wariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. Oh, this is a pretty nice garden. There is a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. I guess when everything is white. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the ends of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here, so I guess that other person is a girl too. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. Wow, so many locks. After a moment, the door squeaks open. Okay, it's not a girl. It's some strange looking guy with specs and a scarf. A bespectacled boy is standing in the hallway. He is looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh, sup dude? The name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious looking people going in and out of your room earlier. Oh really? It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Cause they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I would say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. I mean, it's kind of awkward right now. Never mind, doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. And that was a pretty loud bang. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Okay, nice bed, but white walls, I guess it's okay. Black beige walls, bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some kind of light wood, ugly curtains. Okay, that's beige, alright. It's no one's room, impersonal like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of scarves hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi Hichan, we've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling dreamed. Wait, there's a desktop? You mean there's a computer here? Okay. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day today too. I still am, I think. Damn. I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, it's time to hit the sack. Oh yeah, before that, take some medicine. The bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Alright, so 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Okay. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well, okay. It's kinda twisted, having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. And it's night time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls, and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness, that is the ceiling, looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. And good night, sweet dreams. Nice transition right there. Rise and shine. I wake up in a strange room. No, this is your room from the beginning. Solid morning light shimmers against the light grey ceiling. I have forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. Huh? This is my room, isn't it? Yes, it is. My room. This is the 3rd room this year that I'm supposed to call my third room. Oh, you mean like before your heart? Oh, okay. 3rd room. So that means before the confession, that was the 1st room. Then after the confession, end up in hospital, that's the 2nd room. And then this is your 3rd room. Is that it? Okay. Various things around here remind me that indeed, it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table, I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating, until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on the new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. Oh yeah, just now I sneezed. It must be because of this detergent that I'm having a cold right now. Or rather, anyway. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures, and I can't wait to talk to them again, especially Misha and Shizune. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. You should. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decide to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Okay. But without an interpreter, it's gonna be hard. Maybe it's about time you learn sign language if you want to, converse with Shizune. What? She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Okay. Oh well. Sorry, Si-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hi-chan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Oh, in a few days? That's pretty fast. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. What? I don't know, Hichan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish, and starts signing hard and heavy. Okay. Huh? Oh! Who cares? What? You also don't know? Alright. Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideas and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. Ha 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 ha. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stiffens a yelp and quickly quiets down. Yep. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without care. We are in the middle of class, then should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What?
Oh, that's right. Hee-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club?
Okay, so Hee-chan is Hisao and Shi-chan is Shizune. But I wonder why Misha like always why does Misha keep calling like Hee-chan and Shi-chan? Like can't she like call the full name or something like that? But I guess nicknames. I mean, she gave a nickname for Shi-chan and now also gave a nickname for Hisao, Hee-chan. So okay, I guess she likes calling she or something like that. But anyway, it could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. What was that? Out of the corner of my eye, oh, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl, go, what's wrong with her? Like, really? Why doesn't he say anything? Is she like the problematic girl? I think winning over her would be pretty interesting. So maybe I will accept that challenge of trying to win over her.
Hee-chan, is something wrong?
Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Oh.
Okay, well, like you were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you?
I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really.
Do you want to have lunch together then?
Sure.
Yay! Okay, Hee-chan, perfect!
The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything.
Yes, it is, Hee-chan.
Impossible.
Really?
Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and mine, and I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, yeah, I think I will also get pretty confused. It's like whether Misha is actually interpreting or is she actually speaking to me. I mean, I got really confused in the previous episode, so it's like I'm trying to figure out like whether is it Misha is speaking or interpreting. But I think I kind of get it. So the gist is that whenever you see Shizune with the ... it means Misha is interpreting. Otherwise, it's Misha speaking, right? From her own perspective. Yeah, so that's the gist of it. Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. Yeah? It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with her competitive glare. She stares at me, as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest for her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze.
Are you sure, Hee-chan?
very sure.
Hahaha, you're wrong, Hichan. Because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them.
Oh my god, Misha. Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I would argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I had almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. How could you? With two beautiful girls.
Where do you want to eat?
The cafeteria?
Hahaha, that's so plain. Okay, let's go.
Well, where else can we have food? Anyway. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I like to eat outside, near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there is a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches, or bentos for that matter. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier.
So, Hichan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right? Right, Hichan? Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first.
Exchanging little lots of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if she is about to deliver a speech.
Hichan, do you have anything you're really interested in?
I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. So maybe there's a reading club for me?
There is a book club, right, Hichan? Right, but it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hichan. It's a really popular club. Ah, okay. But more to the point, Hichan. Does this mean that you don't have anything really in mind?
Not really. Oh, so you're proposing that I join your club?
Good! Great! That's great, Hichan! Really great! Ha ha ha!
Oh my god. Why is it so great?
No reason?
Huh?
Well, Hichan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student Council!
Oh, student council. I see. I didn't know this school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup though, just to tell me that indeed a lot of Anyway, I'm pretty sure the two of them know this, because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Yes, Shizune?
Right. Hichan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join.
Why?
Well, for one, we could hang out every day. Hichan, Shichan and I are both in the student council.
Ah.
Actually, Shichan is the president.
I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha.
Hahaha! Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to.
So you're admitting that?
Hahaha! No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hichan, of course it would be nice if you joined, and we would appreciate it. But even with all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one school. Yep, it's true, Hichan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hichan?
I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are already cute, pretty cute to begin with. Well, yes.
So you said to them, "Welcome to the student council, Hichan."
I never agreed. I just said well. What? No, no.
Oh, see, Hichan. Of course you wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right though. You'll be boring if you went that smoothly. Oh well, Hichan will be candy now.
You were betting on it. Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs into her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes.
That's interesting, Chan. Let's play a game.
That's not what I said.
How about rich man, poor man, Hichan? If you lose, you have to join the student council.
Rich man, poor man? No, absolutely not.
Oh, why not?
Well, because you two both have the same incentive, and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up, and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. Oh, Shizune looks sad.
Hichan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us? And that we will pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad.
Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin.
In order to atone for hurting your youngest feelings, you should definitely join the student council.
Oh, you're playing the victim now?
No! How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man?
Paper football? Okay. Paper football?
Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle and then you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other player makes with their fingers.
Ah, I see. So it's like using the fingers to act as people, and then you use the fingers to flick the ball. Okay.
Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hichan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Hichan. Wahahaha! That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men.
More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it.
Hahaha! Yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hichan?
Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even know anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Okay, Hichan. How about Reese? The game of world domination!
Oh, I suck at that. No, don't ask me to play that game. I don't know what that is. You don't know that, Hisao?
It's really fun, Hichan. You fight for control of the world, with armies and everything.
No, you're gonna lose real bad if you're not good at strategy. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it.
If you want to play, we can do so after school. Ah, really, Hichan? We can play just for fun. Hichan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached.
Oh well, okay. And Hisao is going to lose pretty bad.
Okay. Perfect! We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hichan.
Wait, why there?
Because that's where we keep the game.
I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. Oh, that's that. long black hair girl again. So okay.